welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make some more Crockpot meals. This one's called slow cooker hamburger potato soup, and we need to go ahead and get this prepped and ready. That way it can go ahead and cook and I can finish this up for y'all. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I cooked some ground beef loose, about a pound. This may be a little over, not exact. I do not have any fresh garlic chopped, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add my garlic powder. A teaspoon or so should work, more or less depending on how you like it. And then the next thing that we need to add is chicken broth. And I mix that up with my bouillon. And some chopped potatoes. And a bag of frozen peas and carrots. Some pepper. And a can of cheddar cheese soup. So we'll go ahead and add that. And this will be it. You do have to add some more things at the end, but I've got to cook it first. So you need to cook this on high about 4 to 5 hours. And if it's on low, 7 to 8. You got to get your potatoes completed. And I'm going to try to stir this up. Sorry, 7 to 8 hours on low and 4 to 5 hours on high. And then we have to add in some more ingredients. I'll see you back here in a little while. Okay, y'all, so it's the end of the day and we're ready to add our last few ingredients. And I checked my potatoes, they are done. So everything finished up quite nicely. Now we're going to add some Velveeta and some milk or heavy cream. I'm going to add some almond milk because, you know, my son is allergic. So I'm going to do that. But you can add heavy cream. It would probably be best. Or milk. And this is the Velveeta I used. I only used half of the small box. So you only need half. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and put your milk or cream in. And you're going to need a cup. So I put that in. I'm gonna stir it up. Now, I've cut up my 8 ounces of Velveeta, and I'm gonna just let it sit in here and melt. And then we are gonna take a look at it. So just let it sit and melt, and then I'll come back and we'll stir it together to see how it turns out. I'll see you back here in a few. Okay, y'all, so the Velveeta melted nicely. It did real good, as you can see. And everything's ready to serve, and it's full of flavor. Tastes really good. Perfect soup for those fall days, and it's easy on the budget. This is a pasta dish. It is Crockpot salsa ranch chicken pasta. And before we head on over to the Crockpot, we got to do a little bit of prep work. First, you need to add can of cream of chicken soup, minced garlic if you have it. If you don't, you can do some garlic powder. About a teaspoon should work. And then you're gonna need about a cup of salsa, and I don't think this is quite a cup. All right, so a cup of salsa, can of cream of chicken, garlic if you have it. If you don't, use garlic powder. And we're gonna mix that up. Recipe calls for 5 chicken breasts. I felt like that was a little bit too much, and so I've only did about 2 biggish ones. And you're going to take your soup mixture and you're gonna pour it over the chicken. Okay. You're gonna cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours. And then after that, we will add the rest of the ingredients. I'll see you back here this afternoon. Now, we needed to make some rotini pasta on the side. You need to do it that way because it just does better. If you try to add it in here raw, it just does not work. So I took my meat chopper and I chopped all this up inside this, but you can still take it out and chop it up and then add it back. It's fine. Okay, now before I add the pasta, we have 2 more things to add. Some sour cream, 1/2 cup. Okay, and you're gonna need 1/2 cup of your favorite ranch dressing. And I mean prepared dressing, not powder. So this is what we use. Oops, I got it upside down. We use Ken's. That's our favorite. Even had a little jelly on it. So, not powder. The prepared dressing, you need 1/2 cup of it. Okay, and that's going to make your ranch part of this whole thing. Clean this off. Okay. Now I'm just going to stir it all in. And I want to do this before we put the pasta in. The pasta is cooked and ready. But I wanted to do this before this part because I want to make sure that it gets throughout first. Okay. And I made a whole container of rotini. And rotini, it makes it easier to stick for the sauce or whatever to stick to. And it also cooks quickly. So you're going to need a thin pasta. I wouldn't do a penne or anything like that. And I purposely only put 2 chicken breasts in this because I'm trying to save money. And chicken breast right now is not exactly the cheapest. So this would be mainly pasta, but that's a good way of cutting your food cost. And that's it, y'all. Serve this with a side of green beans or something and you got a meal. Oops. Alright, it's ready to serve. I'm going to leave it in here and just let it warm up. Make sure it's good and warm before I serve it, but I'm ready to serve right now. Okay, y'all. That's quick, easy, and on a budget. I'll see y'all next time.